Okay, welcome back to Parkitect Part 18, I believe. I'm losing track. I have to keep count by basically just changing the number at the beginning of the video. That's the only way I can keep track of how far we are. Let's see. I did around a 2-hour recording session. I cut, I want to say probably 45 minutes off of it because I spent a lot of time sort of unsure of what I wanted to add, I guess. And I did keep this part. You'll see me like mess around with the cue line a bit. But it was just pretty hard for me to find a suitable, I guess, coaster to throw in here. And I did want to throw in at least one ride over in this corner here. So I decided to have it like just hanging up instead of have it or move the ground down and flatten that out, just to just give it a little bit of style, I guess. I don't know. This one, it was kind of weird. It was very plain. I wanted something that I haven't done in this park yet, and I've used a lot of colors already. So even though I do pretty much use a lot of grays and whites, it's pretty much the same thing here. It's gonna be a white and I can't remember if I chose black or not. Either way, it's a darker gray and that sort of light bluish green. I have no idea. It's basically the same color as the bumper car area there, but it does take up a bit more space, and it's pretty noticeable if you ask me. And I had a hard time, like I was saying, to throw stuff in this park, and I'm usually pretty good when it comes to knowing what I want and where to put it. I usually have time to sort of plan that stuff out, and in my head I sort of had an idea of what I wanted to do with this, and it went a completely different direction. I originally wanted it to be sort of like a jungle theme completely, and then a couple rides in that just, that changed, and now it's just sort of a regular theme park, I guess. It's got a whole bunch of different styles, and it doesn't stick to one. And I think I was saying that in the last episode as well, and it pretty much doesn't change for the rest of this park. I do have one more episode in this one, and that one you'll end up seeing the finale and all of that for this park. I do end up throwing in another coaster, and it's interesting. I sort of just wanted to do something kind of different, odd, weird in a way. You'll see that next Thursday, hopefully, if it renders correctly. I've been pretty consistent when it comes to uploading on Thursdays. And usually if the upload isn't on Thursday, I probably had a render or an upload issue, and it'll be up on Fridays, which I'm sure you already know of. So what you see me doing right here, it sort of looks like a house, and I kind of got rid of that. It just didn't really fit, in my opinion. I do spend a lot of time working on just this one ride, And it's not even a coaster or anything. It's just, you know, your typical, I think it's Twister. So I think that's what it's called. I don't know. But I spent a lot of time, I think maybe an hour just working on this alone. It was crazy. I honestly don't know where the time went. But like I was saying, the next episode will be the final one for this park. And then we were going to move on to the next one, as always. I have no idea what it is, and I'm sure I'll have to look at it and sort of get a base plan of what kind of theme I want to go in it. And I don't really want to do back-to-back parks where it's just a bunch of different themes in one park. Sort of like I can't remember what I named it. Was it Yeehaw Park? That one was just one style and one theme, and it stayed that way through the entire park. That's sort of what I want to do for the next one. So hopefully we'll actually get that going and it'll stay put. What you see me doing right now, I'm sort of just moving each of the little support beams in, because whenever you press, I want to say it's Tab or Alt, it pretty much holds it in place based on the grid, and it's just the corners of it, it makes it hang off a bit, and it doesn't really look that great. Most of the time I leave it, but for this ride where it's pretty much just based off of what you're looking at right here, the aesthetic of it, it just kind of needed to look a little bit more neater. The next episode, like I was saying, I keep going off track. I do finish the challenge, and I do complete the park, but I pretty much throw in a bunch of details and all of that stuff after the fact. So I guess I was working on the coaster, and I got the little confetti down and everything. I'm sure you'll see it in the next episode. Yeah, I did go with black. Man, I keep going off track. I'm like crazy right now. I've been sick for the entire week so far. I've had some sort of stomach bug. It seems like every single video I have something going on, you know? And I have no idea why. So I do have my doctor's appointment tomorrow. Figure out maybe when I'll get better. And maybe they'll give me something to help. So yeah, that's sort of why this was a very last minute recording that I did. I pretty much played this yesterday night, like 9-10 o'clock, and I was just like, I was feeling pretty bad. I couldn't really do much besides lay in bed. But I do have this here for you guys, and I do hope you enjoy how the park turns out. I pretty much, I want to say I love it, but it's definitely not my favorite park. There's parts about it that I do love, like I did throw in a bunch of little themed stuff here, sort of like a racetrack car kind of thing, and I think it fits pretty well. Sort of gives it that one ride sort of a theme. I don't know. I mean, I just do what or what comes to mind rather, and hope that it just turns out nice. And a lot of the time, I think it does. I mean, I'm pretty much going off of my head. Sometimes I'll be trying to base it off of a building or something in real life, and other times it's just like I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just like trying to see each thing that I place down, whether or not it looks good or not.
And that's just sort of how I play these games. It's just depends on the map, really. But yeah, that's pretty much just that ride there. I want to say that it looks good, but I do have some problems with it looking back on it. It's very gray, and I couldn't find a color to go with that bluish green to match. And it just sort of like doesn't really fit much. Everything else is sort of like orange, red, yellow, brown, sort of dark green. And then this should be the last flat ride that I add in for this episode until it's over. I knew there was something that I could fit in this space, and luckily I did eventually get something in there. You'll remember, I think I tried placing like a Ferris wheel or something in the first or second episode. But in the end, I just throw this tower down and based it off of the carousel that's right next to it. And sort of just put it together, and that's how I fill in all the space. And that's pretty much all of it. I do change the color of some things, and I think I changed the color of the carousel as well. But thank you for watching.